Welcome to a new week here on the Retirement Quick Tips podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Micciche. According to the latest figures from educationdata.org, the average cost of college in the United States is $38,270 per student per year. That includes books, tuition, supplies, daily living expenses. Now, if you multiply that by 4 years, your little one's college is going to cost $153,000. Now, I was thinking about this recently as school is getting ramped up again. I'm buying my kids' school supplies. My nephew is going to be a senior in high school this year. And I was talking with him just the other day, and he's going to start applying to colleges in the fall. His top 3 choices are all very expensive. 2 of them are out of state. And as I sort of think about this, many of you who might have kids still at home planning for their college, those expenses, hopefully saving and investing as you get close to college. The goal is to try to minimize the expense of college and graduate without mountains of student loan debt. The challenge for a lot of parents who have kids who are still at home, getting close to going to college, is that it's coming at the exact same time that you're also getting closer to retirement. And so you're really trying to ramp up your retirement savings. You're usually earning more money, so you have more funds available to save more for retirement. But then college creeps in and it competes with that, especially with a $153,000 price tag. So, this week on the podcast, I have some helpful suggestions on the best ways to save and invest and prioritize college savings because the truth is, it cannot come before your retirement. I'll talk about one of the questions that a lot of parents never even bother to ask. It's an unthinkable question. Do you even need to go to college? Is that the best route? I'll also talk about how to pay for maybe not all necessarily, but most of college before you ever set foot on campus, which should be the goal. I'll talk about why the traditional route through college of graduating high school, going immediately to college, spending 4 years there, spending a lot of money, living on campus, why all of that is completely broken. I'll talk about how I'm planning to pay for college for my own kids. I'll talk about the best way to save for college. If you're not going to use a 529 plan, I talk about that because that's how I'm saving and investing for my own kids. But there are other options too. So I'll talk about those options, especially if you value control and flexibility. So we're going to cover a lot this week. And basically, the end goal is to not compromise your retirement, but how do we still pay for college for the most part? Maybe not all of it, but we want to try to pay for most of it. And if we can do that, then we can bridge the gap, maybe with scholarships, maybe some other things, but we're not going to be relying on those things or worse, relying on student loans, which unless it's a small amount that's easily paid off post-college, student loans are a terrible idea. Now, there are some caveats to that, so don't get angry. Like if you're going to medical school, it's going to be hard to pay for $300,000 of schooling without going into some form of debt. I get that. But for the vast majority of you who are not going to get PhD or medical degree, it's a really, really bad idea. All right. Thank you so much for joining me this week. If you're new to the podcast, a little bit about me. I'm a financial advisor. I'm also the co-owner of True North Retirement Advisors. It's a fee-only fiduciary financial advisory practice managing over $425 million in client assets. And for the last 17 years, I've helped my clients retire with confidence. And my goal on this podcast is to simplify all the complexities of planning for your retirement so you can focus on what really matters, enjoying your retirement years while maintaining financial security. All right, coming back tomorrow, I'm going to start with first things first. The most important question you need to answer about paying for college at all. Is it a worthwhile investment? Don't dismiss that. We have to answer that question, and it better be a good answer because you're paying $153,000. All right, my name is Ashley Micciche, and this is the Retirement Quick Tips Podcast.